Well, hello there, everybody. 'Tis I, Dave Murray, the big guy at Mayniax Branding, and remember a while back when I told you that when you have tea, you should tie the tea string around here so the little piece of paper at the end of the string doesn't go into the mug when you pour the water? Guess what? I forgot to do that, and, well, needless to say, I'll be getting my fiber from my tea today. Good times. Anywho, part of the fun of the whole entrepreneurship thing is the journey, and part of the journey is understanding the importance of video when it comes to marketing. And for a long time, I've understood the video importance when it came to marketing, and I just haven't taken it as seriously as I probably should have, to be honest. So, there's now a ring light. That's right, kids. There's a ring light. You might even see it in the reflection of the glasses. I don't know. Pick that up along with a tripod and a little camera phone holder that came with it. It was around 70 bucks. It's freaking awesome. And so I thought today, in my newfound journey to make my videos more, well, less crappy, to be honest, I'd show off this light a little bit and show you what it is. That way, you get a little behind the scenes. Good times. Or, as the case may be today, the in front of the scenes. Yeah. Okay, let's hop to it. Okay, here it is, and yes, I will be putting the link to the light in the description below. Like I said, it was all around 70 bucks. Not too crazy for what all it is. I will say that if I were to review something like this, I'd say it's probably not as heavy duty as I would like it to be, but I'd also say I might not be the most careful person when it comes to stuff, so your mileage may vary. Anyway, as somebody who understands photography, one of the more fun aspects of this, I think, is the fact that the light itself can change color temperature, which means basically it's like it changes color. So there's these two knobs here, and this is the one. You can see it's kind of changing it a little bit, just a little tiny color variation there. Here it almost looks blue. And then the more color temperature you play, you get a little more of a yellow look. It's really cool. It's one of my favorite aspects of it. And then you've got this little dial here that adjusts the brightness. You can get super bright where I'm pretty much everything's washed out. Or, I mean, look at how that's way less bright. So it just depends on your needs, whatever lighting conditions you have going on at the time. I had the light pretty much all turned down, and I had it probably right about here as far as color. The one thing I'm not sure about when it comes to changing the color temperature is there's no real setting. It's almost like it's not something where you can just set it on auto, set it up, and leave it because the light is constantly changing unless you have things like blackout curtains. So you're always going to need to play with that unless you really set up an actual studio that's just its own room and everything else. And to be honest, what I have here, I'll set this up in my home office, but it's not going to be something where I have tons of room and can do a whole lot of blacking out because my home office also happens to be where I have all my gym equipment. Yeah. Okay. Let's keep playing here. Okay, I'm behind it now, and one of the cool things about it, as well as the turning the light switches and making it dimmer and changing the color temperature, is the arm here. It's flexible. That's where you attach your phone. So it's good and flexible, and because of this little bearing, kind of a ball sort of deal, you can twist it however you need your phone to be to try and flatten out everything. I've noticed in a lot of my videos, things look a little crooked because of the other tripod that I was using. But now, all I need to do is just, if I needed to, just totally twist the phone, and I'm good to go for whatever angle I need it to be at. Okay, so that's pretty cool. You got, like I say, this arm here is bendy, which is sweet. And then on the tripod itself, you've got a little bit, ooh, look, the crown. That's right. Okay, now here, we've got the tripod itself, and we've got just the cord here that's a little bendy. It's a little extension piece that you use. And you can also bend the light totally forward or back, whatever, with this piece. This is pretty stiff. I like that. I think it could be a little more heavy duty, but again, you know, this is just me being somebody who's always been more ham-fisted than I should be. I think I'm careful, but then things break. So there's that. All right, now I'm going to show you the most useless part, or perhaps the least useful part, right now. All right, like I said, folks, I'll be putting a link to this light in the description, but I have to tell you right now, this is the little instruction book that comes with it. It is, by and large, remarkably useless. I was looking for just something. I'm kind of a visual kind of guy, obviously, when it comes to learning. Sorry, I'm turning pages. And all I wanted to do was find a picture where it showed the whole thing put together. Couldn't do that. So, as I'm sure many of you have found, when it comes to a lot of instructions for pretty much anything you put together, go to YouTube. You can find people that knew what was going on there. It was fairly easy to put together, honestly. I had it all figured out, except I didn't exactly know how to attach the bendy arm part of the tripod, and I didn't know how to attach the bendy arm part for the phone. And what was going on there, because nobody really covered that, is there's a, let's see if I can get in there for you. This whole piece, this whole thing is one piece. And what it does is it slides inside here. And what was going on is this piece here was screwed down so tightly to that I thought there's no way that this was able to move on its own, even though clearly the design made it look like it should. So what I ended up having to do was get some channel locks and then twist this part to actually separate these two so I could slide it in. So that might be something, if you do click the link in the description and get one of those lights, that might be something that's helpful. So yeah, that was probably the biggest pain in the butt when it came to setting this bad boy up. And one last thing, in case you are wondering about this, in case you're thinking, man, this could be something I could use, but I don't know if my phone will fit, I want to show you how this thing works. All it does is just separate like that. So I would have to think that'll get most any size phone you need in there. I've got an old iPhone 7. I'll be changing that here shortly just so I can get better image quality. But it's a 7 and it fits in here just maybe going up that much very easily. So any of the bigger phones, you should be okay, I would think. But I don't know. Hold on. You know what I'm going to do just to show you I'm a nice guy? I'm going to grab a ruler or a tape measure or something. I'm going to fold that, or I'm going to pull that as open as I can and measure it for you. Hang on a sec. Okay, here we go. I'm going to try to record this while holding a ruler and seeing a really bright, let's see here. That's kind of a tight connection, so you know. So this might be tough, but let's see what we got. Okay, come on, ruler. Oh, man. Okay, trying to find the camera mount there with a ruler wasn't happening. So I measured it. It's about 3 1/4 inches. So as long as your phone doesn't exceed 3 1/4 inches wide, you should be good to go to use this bad boy. Now, this review has taken me a while to film, probably a week, week and a half, and here's why. When I was in the middle of filming it the first time, the light just went out. In fact, I went back to the room to grab a ruler to come back to measure that. And when I got back, as soon as I walked in, I saw the light go out. So I got a hold of the company. They got back to me, and they wanted a video of what went wrong. And I tried to explain in the email that I sent them. It just went out. The light just went out. So I don't know what to do video-wise, but I finally decided, okay. So what I did was I recorded a video from the cord to the back of the light where the little switch is, and I just demonstrated that I pushed the switch and it didn't come on. Once I did that, all was cool. They actually ended up sending me a brand new light. So while I haven't had this one very long, right now it's working. The other one didn't, but the customer service was phenomenal. There was really, hey, let me just see the video so I can see what's going on, and we'll go from there. And I did it, and it was here in, I think, about 4 or 5 days from when they got the video. So this has taken a bit, but I think it might be worth it. I do like the light, even if it makes a bunch of little circles in my eyes. So there you go, folks. This is the ESDDI ring light and a whole lot of other numbers. I'm sure I'll put it in the title. So that's what I've got for you today. If you're enjoying the behind the scenes videos and all the other stuff I'm putting out, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, follow, share, all of that good stuff. And of course, if you want to learn how to build your own brand for $10 a month, patreon.com, it's got it. I'm there. I'm putting up exclusive how-to videos so you can actually build the whole thing from start to finish. It's good times. It makes me happy. So that's all I got. Hope everybody's having fun. Hope everybody's staying safe, staying healthy, and of course, stay gutsy, gang.